I'm just coming out to do my rounds and check, and I got 8 alive, and I have this guy who unfortunately is at the back of the nest. He's cold to the touch. On the back end of him, it's not one of those warm-up situations. He's dead, that's why he's getting cold. So he appears to have been stepped on. When they have large litters, sometimes it happens. So I see some nail marks. I think she just stomped on him when she was probably feeding the other ones. A way to know also if a kit is dead is to look at their nails. So when you look at the nails, see these little nails? They are red and then the little white tip on the end. That means that there is blood in the nail. When there is blood in the nail, that means that the heart has stopped beating and the blood pools down to the lowest points, which is in their fingernails. So if you see red nails like this with the white tips and the blood inside the nail, the rabbit's dead. So unfortunately, we did lose one, which stinks. But it happens, it's nature, so we're down to 8. We're bringing the rabbits some treats. And we're going to check on these babies. They are 2 weeks old. I'll show you what to look for at 2 weeks. Before 2 weeks, we just kind of leave them alone. And at 2 weeks is when we are going to clean out the nest box and we're going to check their eyes.
The baby's not eating it. Baby's doing.
So around 2 weeks, the babies are going to start nibbling on things. They should not have access to anything but grass. So we're going to make sure we don't put that in her nest box. We don't want them eating it. Because anything new like that, when they first start eating, can really upset their systems. So their eyes are going to open starting on day 10. And they should be totally open by about day 12. They're jumpy at this age. What you want to look for is nest eye, which is a crusty eye. If you see kind of an eye that it looks just glued shut, but not infected, you're going to take a warm cloth and you're going to wipe it open and clean it. And that should just resolve the issue. If you notice that the eye looks red or inflamed or infected, you're going to clean it just with some warm water, and then you're going to put a little swab of Neosporin or an antibacterial ointment on it, and that should clear it up. It's as simple as that. I don't see any nest eye in any of these guys. I've already checked on them. I checked on them earlier, about a day ago, but all their eyes look really good. And that's pretty much all you have to do. Just make sure their box stays dry and that they've got some bedding material in there, especially in the wintertime. And in about a week, these little boogers are going to start jumping out of the box and they're not really able to get back in. So around 3 weeks is when I flip the box so they can just freely go in and out. The kits are 3 weeks old, and that means that they are going to start nibbling on pellets. So what I have done is I have bought a separate bag of rabbit chow for just this litter, because I want to keep track of the exact dollar amount and the exact pounds in bought pellets that it takes to raise up this litter, and then that way we can figure out how much it costs and how many pounds of food for how many pounds of meat we end up with. So this bag is going to be just for that litter. All the rest of the rabbits will be fed out of a separate bag. So the doe is also going to be eating out of the same feeder, but we're just going to chalk that up as you have to feed the mom if you're going to be feeding the babies too. So let's go check on our 3-week-old kits. All right, these kits are 3 weeks old. So what we're going to do is we are going to flip this nest box, because these little boogers keep hopping out and then they're not big enough to get back in. So what I do is I turn it on its side. Show you how I do that. She's gonna get on the top. Doesn't want me messing with her babies. All right, so we're gonna take them out real fast. And this is a really good opportunity to check all of their eyes. You should be checking their eyes pretty much daily when you go out to feed. Make sure that you're not getting any nest eye on your kits. Look at this little chunky monkey. So this is the way a 3-week-old kit looks. The eyes should be clear and open. And so I just take the nest box and I flip it on its side. Make sure you don't squish any kits. Adjust the bedding back there. Now the kits can go in. They're still sheltered, but they can also go in and out. This is when they start to drive mom crazy, but she can luckily get up on top of this nest box and get away from them if she wants to. But they're gonna start eating pellets now that they're out. And so we're gonna be keeping track of exactly what they eat. But that's pretty much all you have to do at 3 weeks. You can handle these little guys if you want to start calming them down if they're gonna be pets or breeders. But other than that, you just pretty much leave them alone. So that is birth through 3 weeks, and we're gonna keep this going. We're gonna show you the next 3 weeks after this, so stay tuned. This is all being done in real time, so I'm taking you real time through an entire litter from breeding all the way to processing. Thanks so much, guys.